Why all? It looks like 50 Cent just destroyed whatever bit of integrity Meek Mill had left, because he leaked a freak-off video between Meek Mill, Diddy, and Diddy's son, Christian Combs. It's every bit as crazy as you would imagine. It has been a hot minute since Meek Mill got exposed by Lil Rod in his lawsuit, where Rod basically exposed Meek for allegedly getting his freak on with Diddy. Now, Meek has been fighting for his life and trying to dismiss these rumors, but 50 Cent just took it up a notch, claiming that he has video footage of Diddy's son, Christian Combs, aka King Combs, allegedly taking Meek to Pound Town. Why all? This story is a crazy plot twist, and you'll want to sit down for it, because 50 Cent is standing on big business and is determined to expose Meek Mill once and for all. Okay, so it looks like we finally know the real reason that Meek Mill has been super defensive about his relationship with Diddy. He has been going above and beyond to convince us that there's nothing there. Meek has been going off on anybody who dares to talk about the situation with Diddy. It's been 3 whole months since Lil Rod made the accusations in his lawsuit, but for some reason, Meek Mill is still super defensive. Well, it makes sense now because, according to 50 Cent, Meek Mill is trying to hide the real truth about how he was not only hooking up with Diddy, but also allegedly getting clapped by Diddy's son, Christian. Wow, what a hot mess. I mean, like I said, it has been getting kicked off since Lil Rod's lawsuit blew the lid off some wild stuff involving Diddy, like stuff we'd never even imagined. One big bombshell was the accusation of a fling between Diddy and not just one but 2 of a couple heavy hitters in the industry, including Usher and Meek Mill. Now in these legal papers, Lil Rod didn't outright drop names, but he left some breadcrumbs that practically shouted out who he was talking about, like his allegations about Diddy getting cozy with the rapper from Philly, who used to be all tied up with Nicki Minaj. When you do the math, Meek is the only one who fits that bill. Now, Meek could have smoothed things over by just staying quiet, but no, he couldn't resist opening up that mouth. He kept yapping about it, flapping them gums, and each tweet made things messier and messier, digging his hole even deeper. Nobody was buying anything he was trying to say. He went off fighting everybody on Twitter, saying stuff like, "I'm from Philly. I don't do nose candy or freaky Molly. Nobody won't even offer me that because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity and the whole place not get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming." He also said, "That's why I always come around all these industry NS with my real friends. Why I'll never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping in the room." It's been that way, he continued. "When I got a girl around me, I'm effing on her twice a day. Like, ask some of Why All favorites. He don't control me, but it's like, one love to the gay people, but that juicy P do it for me. I don't ran red lights to get that feeling. Why all weird on here like devils, yo?" Once he started talking about juicy P do it for me, I was out because that was a guilty conscience, and Why all saw it. He was screaming guilty, a hit dog going to holler, and this man was yapping all across the internet. He started talking about how people were hating on him, and how they were trying to pull him down and ruin another black man and all that stuff. Now, that might be happening in other places, but this instance was not that. Meek Mill just kept insisting he'd never been alone with Diddy, but then fans put on their FBI Captain Save a Ho caps and dug up this video of him and Diddy chilling by the pool. And why all, Meek Mill was caught red-handed flapping them booty cheeks in the water like he needed to cool it down, cause it was too hot and needed to wash away his little sins. "Hey, what's up, King? Son, man, you doing it, man, you deserve it. Daddy, you putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you." But if things weren't already insane, then comes this leaked video and audio from one of Diddy's bodyguards supposedly capturing Diddy and Meek going at it like there's no tomorrow. Now, I ain't going to drop the full audio because it's obviously just too much. But here's the scoop from the bodyguard, and how he managed to record it all. Everybody was passed out, yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door, and I brought the phone because Diddy started going into overdrive. I didn't know what the F was going on yet, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard NS struggling to take dick. I heard NS being like, "Yeah, daddy," like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and recorded all this S cause I was like, y'all, This whole situation was a total disaster, and Meek Mill was basically in survival mode with the internet roasting him left and right. You'd think the last thing he'd do is try to pick a fight with 50 Cent. I mean, most rappers know better than to F with 50, because he's the king of petty, and he's got the money to back it up, and he won't hesitate to roast his rivals to oblivion. Well, Meek Mill had to learn the hard way when not only 50 but even Soulja Boy jumped in to clown him and exposed him as Diddy's side piece. It kicked off when Diddy's son, Christian Combs, or King Combs, dropped a little track over the weekend called Pick a Side, where he threw shade at 50, saying, "I did one of you NS scream out no Diddy when all they had was 50 Cent, who put that city on the map. Stop lying, Popspin. Hated on by many men and men, that's fine. They're going to try to stop these MMS and they're going to die trying." Now, most folks know not to poke the bear that is 50 Cent, but Christian might have been feeling a little too bold or had pressure from his pops to stick up for the family name. But as expected, 50 Cent didn't hold back, and he definitely went into petty mode and hit him back. He posted this weird picture of Diddy and Christian and said, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on this record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys. I never mentioned or posted anything about Puffy's kids, because Key D said he unalived Tupac." He also posted a snippet from Christian's song where he was asking someone to give him some mouth action, and he wrote, "Damn, King Combs, that what you told Grace Omar Kai on that boat, huh? Give her that puffy juice with that special sauce in it, boy. Oh boy, bad boy for life." Yeah, I thought that line was a little bit weird too, telling everybody to suck his what? Ain't that what your daddy getting in trouble for? Never mind. But for those of you out of the loop, Grace is the woman who filed a lawsuit against Christian a few weeks back. According to the reports, she accused Christian of drugging her and assaulting her on a boat while she was working as a stewardess. In the official document, Grace Omar Kai said the charter was sold as a wholesome family excursion, but quickly turned into a hedonistic environment, resulting in her suffering emotional distress and physical bruises. As part of her lawsuit, Grace accused Diddy, 54, of apparent failure to ensure there was a safe environment on the yacht, since he was the person responsible for the charter. In the filing, Grace said she was working as a steward on the boat when Christian allegedly came on board heavily intoxicated. Her suit claimed that he had started paying an inappropriate amount of attention to her upon his arrival before allegedly pressuring her to drink alcohol that she suspects was laced with drugs. Why all, having matching lawsuits with your daddy is definitely nasty work, but that's not all. In the song, Christian also rapped about how the feds didn't raid the house next door, because that's where the incriminating stuff was. Yo, like, what is going on with these Nepo babies? They just dumb because the feds still have their eyes on your father, King Combs, and the investigation is nowhere even close to being over. So why on earth would Christian brag about something that they managed to get away with? Of course, 50 slammed him for that and wrote, "Now why would you say some S like this when you know the feds are investigating? Is you stupid or is you dumb?" 50 also slammed Christian's matching lawsuit with his father and said, "I really don't understand why they want to drug women. If she can't remember how